こんばんは皆さん。私はミリです。私は大丈夫。私は明日友達と図書館に行きます。It's just Japanese. I'm going to give a translation. Basically, as I'm telling that Mili is my name. I am fine, and I will go tomorrow with my friend to the library. So that's the translation. Let's talk about Japanese, by the way. I feel that it's coming like while learning Japanese, you can speak English properly. It's yeah, it's complicated to say because it might be true, and for you probably it's easier to judge. Not easy, it's harder, I would say. Why? Because think about that. I'm right now speaking to myself. There's nobody around me. Speaking in front of camera without any script. I do kind of script in my hand when I want to talk about that, but sometimes I go off the script and I talk about something and just forgot to pay attention more what exactly I want to say. It's a bit hard, but yeah, I'm just learning Japanese. I'm very excited about that. And speaking of Japanese, I can say more stuff. I can just count down because it's a bit different, and I just have to learn new words, etc. But I know that now hiragana, katakana, we're gonna about start kanji in the next course, which hopefully I'm gonna attend. It's gonna be Japanese 1 2.3. And just A level, so I'm really excited to do that because, to be honest, like so far all of my language I can speak or can read, whatever, so are very similar in terms of alphabet, not like pronunciation, but they're similar. You can kind of catch up with something, but like the sound, you can read them at least. But look at Japanese, like like symbols, like you have no idea what it is. It's completely different. And people like me who never like tried to learn something like that and never read that, it's very hard. And I'm very excited to do that, and I would like to give like effort to speak better eventually. But I'm happy that I'm trying to do that because I do remember I just kind of started with Chinese but never got to the point that I'm going to do that. But to be honest, like learning language is very, very, very tedious to do because you have to like memorize at the beginning of a lot of words, understand the kind of grammar, because grammar in Japan is not that complicated. We only have two tenses. Like in Japanese, there is only two tenses, past and present. For example, I said ikimasu. It is like I'm going, I'm flying through. It's everything in one word. That's amazing because for another languages we have a lot of different words. Such as English, for example, you can say I fly, or I go, or I take like drive or something. But in Japanese you can say ikimasu. That's physical. But like the past simple will be for that ikimashita. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's all we need to know. But another thing is very hard, I would say. Not hard, you have to remember a lot of particles, very important. For example, at the beginning of what I said is watashi wa. Yeah, wa is very important because it's like subject. To any subject you say wa. You can ashita wa, or I don't know, smartphone wa. I don't know how to say smartphone, but a lot of things smartphone wa. Yeah, so that's how we say that. For example, beside that I say tomodachi to, which means like basically with somebody. Yeah, that's very important to attach particles to any nouns, and that's gonna change the whole meaning of it. Not meaning, like give another context to it. So yeah, but I have to come to kanji because kanji will be like new abstraction, which I eventually come. I just like see them. But it's very complicated. You have to just, I don't know, you have to memorize them. I guess that's only you need to know how to understand them. But I don't know. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, that's what I want to share about Japanese. I'm learning, and very excited to learn that because I don't know. I feel very excited about that because I always say I'm like when I introduce somebody, hey, where you come from? I always just keep I'm Asian. And I've been living here in Western world in Germany for a while, but I would like to also like learn about more Eastern Asia, and because my culture is kind of similar to Eastern Asia as well, and we are not like Western people, we are more Eastern people as well. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. And second probably would be it's kind of just look like that region is very, very ancient, like for example, take a Chinese, yeah. I'm not going to learn Chinese, but after that, maybe I'm going to take a Chinese course. I'm going to learn Chinese, yeah. And it will be easier as most to from Japanese, because I heard that kanji, for example, in Japanese and in Chinese, I don't know what's called that. It's a kind of similarity, not the same, but Japanese people maybe can understand like 60% of the writing, etc. But doesn't mean it's correct. So yeah. So like Chinese culture is very like ancient and broad. China has been like for I don't know how many centuries here, since the beginning of time, I guess. But yeah, that's very interesting. So that's why I'm really excited about that. So if you think that you want to take a language, whatever you want to thought about that, like it's not that like I go once a week. Yeah, you can go as well once a week. You can say I'm going to learn by yourself. I try to do that, but I understand that being in the course, especially for the beginning, is kind of more motivation. Very stressful for me, especially for my brain, because I cannot think straightly. That time it was very hard actually, but I do it and I still go there very excited. Even though it's hard, I feel like it's very stressful for my brain, but I do it, and I'm finding time for it. For something that you want to do that, for example, learn French, for example, I guess you can find time like once a week. It's possible, I guess. You can of course learn on your own, like using the apps, whatever. But I don't know. I don't think those are quite good though. Well, for the beginning, maybe okay, but I just prefer like kind of community to join and be part of that, and we like progress together and see how others do, as well as me, and trying to like kind of level up to them, because of course I took, which is like Japanese 8.2, which is not I'm supposed to take it, but I took because there were no other possibility to take a course in present. So that's why I took it. I'm very excited about that. So I guess that's all. Sayonara, minasan.